We're diving into a story today that really cuts against the grain of the whole crypto world. I mean, it feels almost politically charged in a way.
It really does.
We're seeing Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Input Output Global, actively reaching out to XRP, and he's making a big promise. XRP DeFi is coming.
It is a huge promise. And for our deep dive today, the mission is really to understand the tech that makes this even possible, and maybe more importantly, why it's necessary.
Right. So why is it?
Well, the core issue is pretty simple. The public XRP ledger, the XRPL, it just doesn't have the architecture for native private DeFi. It can't do it.
So Hoskinson's team is trying to bolt on the piece that's missing.
Exactly. They're building the privacy engine that the XRPL has always needed.
All right, so let's get into that solution. The engine here isn't Cardano itself, right? It's this partner chain, Midnight, which launched back in late 2025.
That's the one.
What does Midnight bring to the table? How does it bridge that gap?
It's all built around one core idea: zero-knowledge cryptography. ZK Tech. It's Midnight's central feature. So, in simple terms, ZK lets you prove something is true without revealing the underlying data. Think of it like proving you have enough money for a loan without showing anyone your actual bank statement.
You prove you meet the rules without revealing the specifics.
Precisely. It protects the transaction data itself, which is exactly what institutions and, high-value users need.
Okay, that makes sense. That's the privacy layer. But the process itself. Hoskinson talks about wrapping XRP onto Midnight. Now hold on. As soon as I hear wrap or bridge, my alarm bells go off.
Very fair point.
Aren't you just adding a bunch of new risks? Why can't the XRPL just build this themselves?
And that's the crux of it. It can't. Not easily. The foundational design of these public ledgers just isn't built for that kind of privacy. So yes, you're right to ask about risk, but the trade-off here is a massive utility.
Utility how?
Once that XRP is wrapped onto Midnight's secure ZK-enabled chain, you can finally use those coins. For real, complex DeFi lending, borrowing, yield farming, all while the transaction details stay private. That's the utility that has been completely missing from the ecosystem.
And this is where the money comes in. The financial pool here is huge. We're not talking about a small side project.
No.
The target is unlocking, what, an estimated $100 billion plus in idle XRP liquidity?
100 billion, that's the number. And that capital is just sitting in wallets. It's completely untouched by sophisticated finance because the public chain can't support the private, secure contracts needed for serious DeFi.
So Midnight is positioning itself to be the privacy layer for that whole ecosystem.
It's designed to be the economic engine that turns those dormant assets into active capital.
This is where the story gets really compelling for me. The collaboration. This isn't just some tech talk in a lab. Hoskinson's team is actively reaching across the aisle, which is so rare in crypto.
Oh, it shows a genuine commitment. I mean, back in December, Hoskinson just went out and asked the XRP community for a list of their top 15 projects.
Wow!
Yeah. And the reason was to personally invite them to a collaborative DeFi summit at the University of Edinburgh, no less.
That's a major shift from the usual tribalism.
A huge shift. And then, to back it up, Input Output Global committed to integrating native XRP support directly into Lace.
Which is Cardano's official wallet.
Right. So that's a real practical step. It makes it seamless for you, the user, to actually use this bridge.
So if we put it all together, what does this all mean? This is a massive intentional move toward connecting two of the biggest crypto networks. And it's injecting high-end privacy into a huge existing asset base.
It's a foundational change, for sure. And if we zoom out, it raises a really important question for you, the listener, to think about.
Go on.
If ZK cryptography is the only thing that can unlock $100 billion for XRP, what does that tell us about the future need for these privacy layers across all the other legacy public blockchains?
Right.
It really suggests that for all this existing liquidity out there to be fully mobilized, privacy isn't just a nice feature to have. It might actually be the single most essential non-negotiable key.